Good morning, Ricardo. Good morning, Ricardo. I think you're on mute.
Hi, are you hearing me?
Yeah, fine. How are you doing?
It's the same Ricardo that before.
Okay.
PC.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, don't worry. Thanks that you said. It's out because I will split the room, so maybe it's gonna be two Ricardos. You ask for everybody, but it's the same Ricardo.
Okay.
So okay. So we are live on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. I'm Gustavo. I'm 26 years old. I work with IT, and today I'm the host on Talk and Talk. Talk and Talk is a platform for speak language in general. Could speak Spanish, English, French, and other languages. This is about English for you guys to know a little bit more about this project. There's a link below that you can go to the website and learn more about it. Ricardo, I think that how I send the questions up before, I think you don't have the question right now. I'm gonna send again for you to get it. So we are in 7. I'm gonna split the room. Just 1 minute, guys. So we are in 7. I just gonna create one more room. Is there someone for the first time here? No, everybody knows how it's work. Okay, great. Let's just create the rooms. Okay, guys, I'm gonna create a room. In the other room, please be respectful. Wait for others to answer the questions. Enjoy the conversation. Don't correct anyone. And 10 minutes after, I call you guys back for us to have a feedback and talk how it works. But I hope you guys have a nice conversation. If you have a problem, you can send me a message and I'll do something. But it's gonna be totally fine. So guys, I'm gonna create a room. So if you get notes, please accept it. So let's start it. So I just gonna introduce myself really quick because I did a little bit before. But I'm Gustavo. I'm 26 years old. I live in Bragança Paulista. I have a dog. I like to watch series, movies, and I think that's it. And you, Bruna?
I'm Bruna. I live in Brasília. I have 2 sons, different with you, different you. I don't like series because I'm an anxious person, so it's difficult to stop to watch this. No, for me it's a big problem. So I prefer don't. I would rather don't watch the series.
Nice. And there's a thing that every week there's episode on the Netflix don't happen, but after close one season, it's always a trigger for you to go to the next one, but don't have it. You need to wait for the new year. So and sometimes it's canceled. So it's a big problem sometimes.
That's it.
Oh, thanks. Fernanda?
Yeah, I'm Fernanda. I'm 27 years old. I'm from São Carlos, a little city in São Paulo, but actually I live in Bordeaux, in France. So it's like there is 2 years that I don't speak English, so I'm here just to remember, remember the English and practice with you guys. That is, I love sports and watch movies and dance too. That's it.
Oh, nice. That's nice. And you, Ricardo?
Okay, I will be on YouTube right in the morning. Okay, I'm Ricardo, I'm 29. I have studied languages in college, letras in Portuguese. I love what I do. It's a pleasure to study English all the time. I learned English by myself, so learned so, but I'm trying to getting better on English, especially on speaking. I live in São Paulo, in south part of it. I live with my father, and I like to watch movies as well. I like to do sports and to read a lot. I'm trying to read a little bit more in English now. I already read one book in English, and it's very, very hard, but I get it. I got it. And I'm now reading another one, a book of short tellings, and that's it. It's a pleasure to be here.
Oh, it's nice. I try to go back to read again, because I like to read almost when I go to sleep, because your head is like a lot of things, and you read so just it's slow, so you need to read phrase by phrase, so it's better for to give sleep to get sleep. But yeah, I try to make it a habit again. Let's start it. Fernanda, can you read for us and answer the number 2?
Okay. Do you like to watch commercials, ads, and why or why not? I just like just to see the strategy that they use to product this to create, but I'm not the kind of person that watch like, oh, I want to buy it. I just watch with curiosity to understand, because my brother, he is graduated in marketing and published in marketing. So he had already told me a little bit about how this how it's work, it works. So yeah, I try to, because it's really interesting. It's like sometimes like a film, a really huge production to do advertising. So yeah, I like to watch, but not like a consumer. Mm.
Oh, it's nice what you said. Because I like the commercials that have a feeling, that make us feel a feeling. And like there's a brand that do that a lot in the Christmas, that is Coke. The Coke is
Yeah.
like, it's crazy when it's Christmas. They do a great advertise with the feelings. And right now, I think in February, there's the Super Bowl, and there's this kind of 10 minutes or 15 minutes of shows and commercials, and there's country just paid for see this time the show and the commercials, and there's a lot of commercial in that moment. I know. I think that is the expensive minutes of the TV. I don't know the word, but in the United States it's definite. Because put a commercial in that moment, it's crazy.
I imagine the best commercials is in the Super Bowl, because the most expensive minutes, seconds. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
the word is see. I think Japan buy it to see just the they don't want to see the game, but the show they want to see it, and the commercial, yes. And you, Bruna?
Oh, you said about the Super Bowl. I read the last yesterday about this. The 30-second more expensive the word. It's cost $70 million for 30 seconds. for the first announcement in the Super Bowl. I think it's very expensive. My gosh, it's impossible to pay for this, no?
Crazy.
So I think the commercial it's very important, but in general, I don't like too much because sometimes I'm person. So it's very difficult because you search something in the Google, for example, and all the time you receive the ads on your Instagram, on the other things, the other social media. So it's difficult because sometimes you bought the thing you want, and it continue to show for you. It's terrible for me. But sometimes you won't think that oh, okay, it's so good. Like Fernanda said, it's interesting. Not you want, but interesting. You know that you exist. No, I think it's sometimes good, but in general, I hate this because I'm consumer person.
I know the feeling. Sometimes I hate as well. And you, Ricardo?
You said, Gustavo, that it's maybe it's the more expensive commercials in the world. I said definitely is the more expensive is writing the more capitalistic country in the world, right? So actually I hated it all the time. I hate commercials. I hate ads in general. Sorry about your brother, Fernanda. I don't like marketing people. Really, I'm from books, I'm from movies and that stuff. I like art and things that don't manipulate you, you know, somehow. So I hate that commercials that it's popping in your screen all the time and stuff. Ads, it's in your life, like, and you're not really realizing that, you know. That's why it's so tough to understand what is sometimes what is a commercial, what is an ad, and what is not, right? So and that's a very interesting topic, but because it's something moral in that conversation as well, right? Because companies that don't put ad and ad logo, ad warning that is a commercial, it's not a ethical thing to do, right? So it's a very interesting topic either. So I hated
Yeah,
it.
yeah, nice. And uh, uh, I was here. I was listening you, and I I thought something. I think for the market person, a person that work with market in general, I think sometimes it's complicated kind of make friends because there's a technician in the market that I will make you feel like my friend uh for me to sell something to you. So you make a connection and in the end my goal is to sell something. So maybe I don't know, Fernando, you could ask for a brother some moment that if have a problem because sometimes you I don't know if you are selling me something or just a tip for me to that I want to buy
Yeah.
something or something like that.
Yes.
I think it's
Mhm.
complicated.
Yeah, I believe that's some kind of marketeers. Like it's the marketing that really want to like negotiate to commercial to send you some send, no to sell you something. So it's the person that will try to be your best friend, to understand your habits and what you like it. But otherwise, they're the kind of marketers that's just more in the social medias. Don't like Bruna said that, oh, I hate that kind of commercials that appears in my screen. So yeah, he worked more like with this. And one thing that I really agree with Ricardo too, that in fact, I believe it that now it's really start to be dangerous a little bit, because you're in a table in a bar with someone and you just talk about aspirator, some product that you want to buy in your house to mend, to clean your house. And the other day it's like you just talk, you even know, right? So after you started to see all this kind of products in your screen, so sometimes I believe they have some microphone, something that it's open in your cell phone, so they are so in our lives, so it's really dangerous in my opinion.
Yeah, and that happened because, like in the Google and in the Alexa, for it to active something, you need to say the word "Okay Google" or I think "Hi Alexa." So if it's a trigger for him to be activated, so they need to listen you all the time first, see when you're gonna say this word. So they are listening you, and I don't know what they doing, what they are listening. So that's a little bit crazy sometimes.
Yeah.
So let's go to number 3. What are the most common types of commercials? Ricardo, what do you think?
I don't know what to think about that, but I just it's just popping in my head that those ads that you don't see right in the moment, right? You don't realize that it's a commercial, especially on social medias and stuff. And I sometimes I got worried about this type of commercials, because it's something just very, very spread in our society. It's like lifestyle, it's not just when you're selling something, you're trying to be beautiful, good, and for sell something, but people keep going in their personal lives too, with that kind of personality. I don't know Fernanda's brother, but it's like it's just we see this all the time in our languages. We have to sell our us. You have to I don't know. It's in our language as well. So those types of commercials that it's in our lives all the time, and we don't even see it.
Oh yeah, nice. I think the same. And you, Bruna, what do you think?
Well, I think the commercial and sometimes is difficult to watch because I think the commercial it's more in TV, no, maybe, and but I think it's the more common about the bank. For example, the Itaú, I said the last commercial, if you're a little girl, talk about the anything about it's the girl. It's famous in the Instagram. I think she said anything a little beautiful phrase, for example, and Itaú Bank do a commercial with her. I think it's so good, a commercial. That's it. But I think it's more common in TV, in the social media. I think it's more ads announcement about and
Mhm.
the other social media. It's very common nowadays. That's it.
Yeah, I think that the most common I think is food because I always looking for food, some stuff like that. So in the
Yeah,
YouTube
yeah.
you see a lot. Uh, the 50 seconds, before the video. Uh, when you watch some video, there's a lot of propaganda at the moment. And the other is like ads, like you guys said, that's pop up that show on the screen when you search something that I see a lot of that. And you,
What
Fernanda?
is do
Oh,
you tell me about what is the difference about the commercial and the ads, for example?
I
You
think
said about the food and the okay in the 5 seconds in the YouTube talk about the food, but for me it's an announcement, no? That or
I,
no?
I don't know. I'm not I really know like a technician person on this word, but I think that propaganda is a general. Commercials maybe it's a little bit longer. I don't know, 30 seconds, 50 seconds, and I think it's kind of on the YouTube that's like 50 seconds and you can skip the video. I think it's could be as well a commercial because sometimes it's because we don't watch the commercial, so you just keep on the 50 seconds. But there's more sometimes. There's like 2 minutes, 1 minute. I think it could be almost the same. I know there's a difference, but I think I'm not a specialist on that. I think we can generalize everything. It's not a specialist person here. I don't know. Don't have anyone of market here. If the brothers of the Fernanda was
But
here,
Maybe
yeah,
Fernanda help
they're
us.
gonna correct
yeah.
us.
But I believe it that like we have the strategic for the Facebook ads, like something that ads, it's like the kind of commercials that it's exactly for you, the things that you follow in Instagram. So if, for example, Gustavo see a lot of things about food, restaurant, Japanese restaurant, so the kind of ads that will focus for him will be food ads. But I believe the commercial, it's like more, in my opinion, it's commercial, it's more like in the television. That is no matter what you like or what you want, it's the same commercial for all your family, all the members of your family. So yeah, ads, I believe this is more shorter, and yeah, it's more specific for what you really follow your interests. Yeah, so
Nice.
this the
I got
kind
it.
of ads more boring, because you don't want to see this because you will want to buy it. So, and the commercial, it's more interesting because it's like some really huge production. It's like a little film, something more like in the Christmas, the Mother's Day, Father's Day. So yeah, like that. I don't know what it's the kind of commercials now in Brazil, but here it's more common. So to respond the third question, the most common commercial, it's more like technology, smartphone, Samsung smartphone, Apple, cars. I believe everything that you will be more like interesting, more, and the best of your friends will be a little bit more beautiful, so and interesting for the other person. Yeah, it's kind of commercials that most of the time I see here in the television.
Nice. Thanks for the explanation.
Yeah.
I think in
I
Brazil,
just
it's the beer, maybe.
Yeah, because Carnival, it's really it's
and
it's
and the game as well
yeah.
because of football.
it's already going on,
No,
Carnival.
go on.
I was just thinking here that as a guy from languages, it's a lot of words about advertising. It's advertising, ads, the short version, commercials. I don't know, propaganda, it's something very, very spread in our society. So it's a lot of words to see just one little bit thing in sometimes some types of it, so it got me a little bit odd this and afraid as well.
Yeah. I think
Are you
almost
seeing
everybody.
are you seeing me blue? Like a
Kind of
blue?
purple, kind of
I
purple.
don't know. I'm an avatar now. I don't know what's going on.
Maybe
Maybe it's
Thanos, I
a
don't know.
advertise. Maybe it's a announcement. It's an advertising for something.
just 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 don't do this for us. Just don't do this because we're gonna disappear.
Aladdin.
So let's go. The number 4. Bruna, can you read for us an answer?
Yes. Have you already felt influenced by an ad commercial? How did it happen? Yes, and especially in pandemic. For example, all the time have a live for song singers. So all the time they announcement something, and I bought a lot of things. For example, I love sertanejo music, and when the Leonardo said about the cabaret, the have a pinga about the cabaret. I don't have remember very well about the name, but I bought for my husband any things that are influenced to buy. It's difficult sometimes, but now I'm trying to respect my money. So yes, because if you see all the time, you I don't know, bombardeado for the announcements for it, and it's difficult to control. And now I try to control myself, and don't like to buy anything. That's it.
Yeah, I hope you are is doing that. You can do that because it's hard. Sometimes it's hard. Uh, for me, I don't remember any specific commercial or ads, but when I try to buy something, I use this kind of app that you search for the better price. Like there's the Zoom, the name is Zoom as well, and Buscapé in Brazil. There's this compare price. So I want to buy this smartphone. So I put there, they show me the history of the smartphone, if I buying in the high price right now, in the low price, so you can compare when the best moment for you to buy it. And you can make some alerts like, oh, when get this price, you send me a notification for me because I want to buy. But I don't know. I think it's kind of for us because, like, I don't know, the product is 2,000 reais, and I put there that when get 1,000 in 800, I won't buy it, or close of that. And it's always like past like 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and I get alert that the price is almost that. But it's kinda like that, but in the end, with the transportation, the correios and that, in the end, it's gonna be almost the same. But you feel like, oh, I'm gonna buy it, but I don't know because they small the price of the product, but you pay more for the transportation. So that's crazy. And sometimes that happen. Obviously, if you put so low, that's not gonna happen. But if you put a margin that you want to buy it, and it's like if you want to see this product because you already have an interest, maybe a book or maybe something like that, uh, that I forgot what I want to say. That that's gonna show you more ads about that and like influenced you that, oh, I really want that, because sometimes you not think about it, but you search something on the internet, not about this product, but they show on the internet and they remember, yeah, I need to buy it. And that's crazy sometimes. And you, Fernando?
Yeah, I believe that it's the same, but like you said, like in the end, the price it's like the same, but you think you have the feeling that you are doing a really good negotiation, a good the best deal, you know. But in the end, no. But yeah, me, I think I'm not like influenced by the commercial, but I think that I'm like, oh, I needed to buy shoes to running. I don't know. And okay, it's like past 3-4 weeks, I forget it that I needed to buy it. But when I see a commercial, like some Adidas commercial or Nike commercial, oh shit, I needed to buy it. So it's, I really need it. No, but that's advertising make me remember that it's okay. I think I will buy it.
Yeah, that's nice that you said. And us like Brazilian, we always think like I need to make the best deal of my life. So the product is two reais, but I want to lower it like 199, and I'm gonna buy it
Yeah.
because I put
I
it
use
low.
it. I don't know you guys, but I never buy something without see if I have coupons of discounts in the other sites like couponmania.com. You know, I try to put like 3 coupons. I don't know. I think it's possible, but I try it. You know,
Yeah,
everything.
good strategy. And you, Ricardo?
You use coupons and you more and the more the best, you know. And sometimes you don't even get a lower price, you know, and you use very much coupons, very many coupons, and you you convinced that you have a good deal, but it's the same price in the end. But
Yeah.
anyway, it's funny. Uh, yes, I did. I have felt influenced by it more than I want to admit. I'm that kind of friend, annoying friend that is talking bad about capitalism and stuff, but you know, capitalism is in all of us, but it's annoying. I'm a little bit even paranoid about it. But one time I knew this girl on a party. You know, it's an interesting fact. I knew this girl, and she was an artist. She was I don't know, a painting person. I don't know. She was great, beautiful, and funny and stuff. And she passed me her Instagram profile, you know, of her job and as well of her, you know. Instagram, it's very combined, you know, personal life to job, and it is the main goal of Instagram to combine those things and to confuse you to you buy more things, you know. And I got in love with her, you know, but she was only send me her job profile on Instagram. Her personal profile was other one. So I got imagining if she got this with any guy that she knew, you know. And I got a feeling a little bit sad about that, but yeah, you know, it happens, you know.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy uh, because of that I said the question for Fernanda before about her brother, because there's the thing that you always selling something. You're selling like how I look right now, how I speak, but I'm not a seller. But a person that's a seller maybe it's, oh, I talk with you, maybe it's an opportunity for me to selling something, so I make some money, I make some deal, and maybe a good deal, but the other person on the other side don't know that. So that's a complicated thing, and you get feelings, and you that's complicated for the other person. So I don't know, it's the the a word that we live right now. It's like selling and buy and sell and buy. How it's opportunity, and sometimes you feel like, I don't know if it's a real thing or just selling means something.
I
That
think she is very smart girl, no? Because it's possible to show for Ricardo that influence person, it's a working person. So I think smart girl.
I don't
Only
know.
conquest your heart, and it's you think, oh, it's work
I don't
person,
know.
no?
Yeah, I don't know if she does that on purpose, you know. It's I think that she really believes that she's doing that without any ending goals, you know.
yeah,
I guess she liked me, you know, in a regular way, of course, but I don't know if she uh, believe that she's doing something bad, you know, because
yeah,
it's that what we're saying
Impression
right
that
now. It's
yeah, I believe it's the impression that her Instagram that
yeah,
show for the others, and the social medias, it's like really dangerous because like your for example, I can pass 1 year and the shit of my life, but if I just take a picture in the Torre Eiffel, so it's like, oh, she's in Paris, blah blah blah. But so the rest of the year, it was a mess. But I just published a photo in Paris, you know. So it's like social media. It's horrible. It's
the
you can
propaganda of our lives, of our personal
yeah.
lives, you know. It's
It's yeah, like that.
bizarre.
So me, for example, I just post photos about my trips and the thing that I like it. So if someone look it, will think, wow, shit's like troller words, you know, just Euro trip all every day. But in the truly, it's not true, you know. But it's not for bad way that I want to show up or something like that. No, it's just a way to remember. It's for me, Instagram. It's like an album of photos and souvenirs that I have about the good moments in my life. So I don't know how she do this, and but you're getting in love with her. So yeah, it's something that we can control. You know what the yeah,
what will
our
happen? But the thing is that, like Ricardo said before, I think in the beginning, uh, you are in some place like a party, a bar, I don't know, and you are not expecting that someone is selling something. Just the guy who's selling drinks, but the others you don't know, don't think about it. It's like when you see a video on the YouTube, like, oh, this bottle with this and this and this, but it's not. I just speak about the bottle, but I speak about other stuff. In the end, it not show this is a propaganda. So you think, oh, it's really his opinion about that, and I like that person, so maybe I'm gonna buy it because I'm gonna have the same feeling, the same sensation. They're not showing that they are selling something for you, and like depend of the environment that you are, probably gonna think other stuff. I think that maybe a nice person, maybe could have something real. In the end, you get frustrated. So I think that the problem is the person that's selling you, but you don't know they are selling or they are a real person. And there's a stuff about the selling things that sometimes you put a mask for you to like me, for make a connection, and I can sell this for you. So maybe just get the ways that I like, my lifestyle, and they show like the way that I follow the conversation, they follow my step for us to make a connection. So it's a complicated thing sometimes.
Mm.
Let's go. I'm gonna skip the number 5. and go. And the number five, it's a funny thing because I put like the commercial that you like it. I almost put the commercial that you hated, but they said we are on the YouTube, so that's not a good idea because I don't get I don't have a lawyer. I don't want to have a suit. So yeah, let's skip that. But that the five is the commercial that we like. But the hate one, I didn't have the courage to do it. So the number six, do you think commercials in general affect kids? Why or why not? Bruna.
Where I think it's affect all the time, and special teenager. No, I have a teenager here in my house, and because they in this time they need feeling belong to a group. I think it's the big problem. No, because it's the famous use something. They believe they will be famous if you use the same things. For example, I know I my gosh, it's happened with me when I teenager, and it's passed very fast in my life. But now I live it's again with my son. So I think that's it. It's necessary to explain all the time about it's not sometimes not the real about it's the you have a life. It's not necessary use something to be or to be like the famous, for example. But it's complicated. I you be realistic. It's very complicated for the teenager. And in special now about the social media, no, because all the time you receive many things about the famous, the influencer. Sometimes it's not for me. If it's someone in the past, the famous is on TV, but now a lot of people it's possible to see to be a famous. It's an influencer digital. No, it's the that's it.
No, nice. And you, Fernando?
I don't have the habit to the connection. I don't have connect with kids now. I live alone, and I don't have any kids in my family. But I believe that it's really dangerous for the parents to buy everything that the kids want when they see in the commercials, because you are started to fit a little monster in your house, you know, like buying everything that the kid wants. With like 10 years, the kid will ask the father, I want the iPhone 14 Max Pro, you know, and it's like it's dangerous. So I think everything have a limit, and the kids don't know about the limits. Yeah, I believe it's more difficult to deal with kids about this commercial and the consumer sector.
Yeah, definitely. And you, Ricardo?
You said, Gustavo, that they have lawyers. They have the persuasion and the best lawyers. It's a cruel world. I guess I don't know if you know this, but in Brazil it's forbidden commercial for kids somehow. I don't know how it works, the law, but it's forbidden. It's a crime, it's a felony. I don't know how to say that, but it's not legal. That's really because the kids is very impressionable, you know. The kids is very easy to influence. So it's something that we have to take care of, you know, our future lives as first as kids and then as adults, you know. and it's tough because we grow up and sometimes we keep going and in this influenced life, I would say.
Oh, yeah, totally agree. And just to add something, because guys came back, we are in this question number 6. Do you think commercials in general affect kids, and why not? And there's a great opinions here. And just to add something, Bruno said about teenager, and the teenager is a complicated moment in our life because we are discover ourselves, our feelings, everybody, and sometimes I for the rocky person, sometimes I for, I don't know, the pagode, the sertanejo. So you always change your habits, and you are trying to discover yourself. So we get about ads and commercial all the time, and that's complicated. But let's ask for the guys. How was the conversation in the breakout room? Swelling?
It was a nice conversation. The girls were amazing because we can speak their our thoughts, and I think that a good conversation, a good theme. Thank you, because we can think about how the commercials affect our thoughts, our needs. And I think it was a great conversation. Thank you for the theme.
No, I glad that you guys like it. And we didn't finish. We are most in the half. So I think maybe I can change some question in the future, go back with this because it's always good to talk about that. And you, Gabriela?
I love it. I love it. I love the topic, and I love to talk with Daya and Swelling. Daya was an amazing host, and Swelling bring a lot of interesting ideas for the discussion. So I love it, and I work with marketing, so was for me was interesting to discuss.
Nice. I just gonna ask for Andrea, and if you have the time, I'm gonna ask you something because we are curious here in the main room. Andrea,
Okay.
Okay.
what did you like the conversation? What do you think about the team?
Yes, no, it's very nice. Gabi and Sue, it was amazing. And Gabriela brought to us a special team about the disease that I will search after the meeting because I am very curious about and I believe that it's very important because it's a hard disease and we need to know more about it. I think it's very interesting. And the topic, Gustavo, it was amazing, like always, as
No,
always.
thanks. It's always glad you are always in my meetings. It's always a pleasure to you be
Thank you.
here. I really like it. And in the Sunday in the Monday, the right that you when start your meeting, I'll be here
Yeah,
as well. 8 p.m.
February
is a good moment.
20th. Yes.
20.
So do
It's a
I.
Oh my gosh.
a good hour for me that I have in the middle of the week. I just have the night for the meetings.
Thank you.
Guys, I would like to ask Gabriela a question, but I think I don't have time. I sent a survey. I'm gonna ask you, and you think after that before when you meet in other moments, you can answer for us. Uh, I'm gonna put the LinkedIn as well. If you guys want to put us in the chat, I think it's always good to make a connection with other person. But Gabriela, I think we're gonna out in some moments, but because 10 p.m.
Okay.
Have our 10 a.m. have another meeting. But we are curious here because uh, there's this thing that when you're a marketing person, you're selling something. We uh, any moment you can sell something. So sometimes a little bit complicated for you. We are thinking, I think as well. I think on that sometimes it's complicated for us to make friends sometimes because uh maybe you don't know because there's a technician in the market that you make a connection with the other person and for us to sell on something, and that's a complicated thing because that's a real thing or just using a personality for selling me something. So
Yes.
we always feel that I don't know, they're selling something for me or just a real thing that happened.
Yeah, it is difficult, but like the marketing has the possibility to put a word and to put a specific topic that to has a link, you know, like they put something into on Google. So if they put this word, my ad will appear for them, you know. And then they are created this quebra-cabeça, disconnected, and I think because of that we sometimes we have impacted for these ads.
Nice to know. Guys, I think we don't have time anymore, but I really like the conversation. It's always a pleasure to be here. I hope you guys came for the next weekend. Next weekend, we gonna have about summer days. And please answer the survey, make a score, and give us some ideas. Thank you, guys. Have a nice
Okay,
Sunday.
thank you. Bye. Have a nice
Bye bye.